and I knew there was something strange about this ride. He said,
hey y'all, it's your buddy Chuck again, and we're back at it on Tuesday, April 22nd. This is day 2 of trying to earn an extra $200 on Uber. And we wimped out after only 4 rides yesterday. So we need 6 today. It's not going to be easy. But we got an early start this morning. And we've already got our first ride. Man, I can't see anything. Here we go. Anyway, we've got our first ride. It was only $7, so it should be a pretty short ride.
Then keep left onto Clark's Bluff Road.
Here we go, y'all. We're picking up Quincy. Quincy, do you play any sports or anything?
Basketball.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Like, you'll do anything if you want to go D1.
Yeah.
You're not desperate like me. I'm desperate.
I mean, do you think there's a chance you might play college ball?
Yes, sir.
Really?
I'm confident.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Wow. I'll have to try to remember that. See if I see you playing college ball somewhere.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Y'all go.
You too. All right, y'all, we just got ride number 6. Picking up somebody at Publix. Who are we picking up? Trip Radar again. Picking up Sarah. It must be a very short ride. I think they offered me $3.99. I don't care. I just need 4 more rides. We just passed up a trip to the Jacksonville airport. I didn't know if I should have taken it. What is it? Probably 20, 25 miles from here to the Jacksonville airport. But I'm glad I passed up on it now, because I wouldn't have gotten this little short trip, which is what I want. All right, 4 more. How you doing? Good. I'm doing good.
That's your drop off at Railroad Apartment.
Se me pasó. ¿Y por qué chingada me regalaron esta tarjeta? Y me acordé de, mi tarjeta también.
Which building?
You can put in that one blue car because my apartment is in the back.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, I will keep. Dije que me iba a abrir la puerta el señor.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, y'all, we just got trip number 7. That last one, that was funny. It was a 1 mile trip, paid $3.99. And the young lady had headphones on. I picked her up at Publix grocery store and took her to her apartment 1 mile away. But she was wearing headphones and she was on the phone speaking a foreign language for the whole ride. So I just drove in silence, which is fine with me. But anyway, here we go. We're picking up Gale 4.7 miles from here. And looked like the drop-off address was in St. Mary's somewhere. And it's strange. On the trip radar, we just got like a little $4 or $5 trip, which I would rather have had, and tried to match with it. But while it was waiting to decide whether or not to match me with that trip, I got this trip right here that I'm doing now as a regular offer, not a trip radar. So that's strange. I would really rather have had the lower pay in order.
Pick up Gale on the left. Head to your pickup at 70 Rosewood Drive.
Y'all, I have no idea what's going on here. I don't do Uber rideshare often enough to be really familiar with how it works. But we accepted a ride, drove about 3 miles to the lady's house, pulled in her driveway, and I got out and opened the back door on the passenger side, you know, just to kind of let her know where I wanted her to sit. And while I was standing outside the car, I heard the notification sound that Uber was offering me a ride. And I was like, what? What does that mean? So I ran around to the driver's seat and looked. And there was a notification that I had just received $4 from the trip I just completed. And I, of course, hit accept on the new ride they were offering me. And it told me to proceed to St. Mary's to pick up this other person, Courtney. So I don't know what happened to Gail. Did she cancel the trip? You know, the rules for this $200 says that canceled trips don't count. I don't know. I'm assuming that didn't count as number, 7? So I'm assuming this trip that I'm about to do is going to be number 7. Good morning. I'm Charles. How you doing? So we're on our way to an orthodontist.
Yeah.
Fun. Or Courtney, are you going to Uber back home?
Yeah.
I'll be on the lookout. All right, y'all, we just dropped off Courtney at the orthodontist, and you know, that was either ride number 7 or number 8. I'm not sure, but we've already got another ride. We're really having to crisscross back and forth quite a ways to pick up rides. We keep going back and forth from Kingsland to St. Mary's. It's fine with me, I guess. I just want my $200. So we're on our way to pick up either ride number 8 or number 9. And as far as I can tell, there's no way for me to find out at this point. I think we might make it, y'all. I'm excited.
I need to upload the picture of myself because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that would be good.
yeah.
How's it going today?
Not bad.
Good deal.
Go to this vape store, get me another vape before I go to work today. I can't go. I already done stopped smoking cigarettes. I can't stop vaping. What in God's name?
The duck?
It's out here just waddling.
Just crossing the street.
Wow, the chicken actually crossed the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. These intersections on Boone are a nightmare.
Yeah. Also, did the Mustang? I thought the Mustang guy had his blinker on. I thought he was coming down this way.
Oh.
I think that's what confused the other driver. Then again, do not listen to me. I do not have my glasses on, brother. I can't see my left and my right. I don't even know if I'm looking forward or backwards right now. I probably should have brought those. Oh, you're all fine, sir. Oh, man. You're a great dude, man. You're a great
I'm
dude.
just trying to be a professional driver, man.
All right, have a good day, buddy.
All right, y'all. So we picked up Jacques at his apartment and drove him 1 mile to the vape store. And then we accepted a trip, but it was going like to Folkestone. And I didn't want to go to Folkestone. And I asked Jacques, was he going to Uber back? And he said yes. And so I canceled the trip to Folkestone and just sat in the parking lot of the vape store. And I got his return trip. So I drove him 1 mile back home. So now we've got 9 trips, and we've got 3.5 hours to do one more trip. Which means, I think, that weird one where I pulled in the woman's driveway and then it said I received $4 for the trip I just completed, and I never saw her. I guess that did not count as a trip. I didn't think it would. She must have canceled for some reason. Maybe when she saw me get out of the car. All right, come on, Uber. One trip. This is very exciting. I'm going to freak out if I get $200. Now, watch Uber never give me another trip so that they don't have to pay me $200. All right, y'all, we just got ride number 10. Ha! This is fantastic. It's only $3 and something, which is absolutely fine with me because it's going to be $203. I wonder when I get the 200. Do I get it right away or do I have to wait for it? And y'all, in almost 2.5 years of doing gig work, I've never even been offered any kind of a challenge like this. This is crazy, y'all. I'm picking up the same lady that I picked up at Publix and took to her apartment. I'm picking her up now at her apartment. This is awesome.
Sí, porque así dijeron con los ojos que volteaba a la Diana. Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
Ah, gracias. Te va a abrir por aquí. ¿Se abre? Thank you.
Bye-bye now. You're welcome. All right, y'all, that does it for Tuesday, April 22nd. That was cool. That's the most money I've ever earned in one day doing gig work. I've never made $200 in one day before. Now, there have been many, many times I could have made $200 if I had been willing to keep working another 3 or 4 hours, but The old man's only good for about 3 or 4 hours. But we got it, y'all. The money's in the bank already. They've already deposited the $200 plus the $34 that we earned, from fares today. And I've already transferred the $234 to the bank account. A few hours it should be there. This is awesome. And I don't want to do it while I'm driving right now. Well, I could. I don't know. I don't think those 10 rides we gave, I don't think a single person tipped us in the app, which is just crazy to think of. Now, they were mostly short little rides. Let's see if we can figure out if anybody tipped us. Now, the one sweet young lady whose ride we didn't even really finish, we just made a U-turn and took her back to her apartment. She handed me a $10 bill. And another interesting thing that I saw, and I think this is maybe a truism for any of the gig apps, the people who talk about tips, the customers who talk about tips, are the ones who don't tip you. Two of my 10 customers, mentioned giving me a tip and didn't. Let's see, do I have a tip to thank anybody for? Oh, there's a tip. Oh, no, that's not a tip. That's a surge. Huh. Yep. Not one of the 10 riders tipped me in the app. Not a single one. And, I don't care today because I got $200. But that's wild. Anyway, y'all, feels good. I didn't get much sleep last night. I don't know why, just because I'm old and got aches and pains and stuff. But I probably didn't get but like 5 hours sleep last night. I was really sleepy this morning. I slept in later than I planned to. I didn't wake up till about 6:30. So, by, I don't know, before 7:30, I can't remember now. Might have been around 7 that I left the house. Yeah, because I picked up that first passenger, Quincy. Yeah, I picked him up about 7:30. And we worked until 11. We're back in Folkestone now, in the outskirts of Folkestone, and it's 11:20. That was cool, y'all. I hope the rideshare is entertaining enough. I mean, I won't make this a habit. However, there is another bonus thing, a quest, a challenge, whatever they call it. It starts now and runs until the 6th of May. So, we've got 2 full weeks to give 15 rides for a $250 bonus. So I'm pretty sure we'll be trying to accomplish that. But that's it, y'all. That was very exciting for me. I hope it makes for entertaining enough video. But we'll get back to the food delivery tomorrow, or the next day. I'll probably take tomorrow off. Wednesday. Thanks for riding along with me, y'all. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate it. Y'all stay safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, y'all, it's still Tuesday, April 22nd. Sitting at home in Folkestone, downloading video clips onto the computer to get ready to edit and make a video. And we got this uberx rideshare offer. It was $22 to take somebody from Folkestone, Georgia to Woodbine, Georgia. Well, that's nowhere near enough money. I mean, the trip ought to pay double that. But after I declined it, I started thinking, you know, I've got another promotion I'm working on here that'll pay me $250 extra if I complete 15 rides, and I've got 2 weeks to do it. So, you know, basically one ride a day. So this will count toward, well, we think it will count toward that promotion. That's another reason I regretted declining it at first, is I need to know if a ride that originates in Folkestone counts toward this promotion. You know, all it tells me is coastal Georgia. Well, define that. What does that mean? I'm about 35 miles away from the coast. Is that coastal? Anyway, so for those two reasons, I was sitting at home hoping maybe they would send me this offer again. I was hoping maybe they'd send it to me for more money, but it's still just $22. But we're going to go ahead and do it and hope the guy tips us. Although, you know, we may very well not get a tip. This is said something in there about some company ordered this ride for this guy. So, you know, we might not even get a tip. But this is for science.
There you go.
Yeah, but are you going to have room?
That way. There we go. I got plenty of room.
Do you?
We're good. Put my purse there and I can get in. As long as I can get in, I ain't that big.
You got everything, all your pocketbooks.
All right. I think we're all set.
Okay, you know where Woodbine Pharmacy
I
is?
sure
That's
do.
all ass, bro.
Okay.
See the pharmacy over there? The big, the green blue building? That's Woodbine Pharmacy.
When he was drinking, I had a Honda like this, but it was an older one.
Uh-huh.
He got on the roof, bald ass thing, rode down before the end
All right, y'all, that was pretty wild. I'm a little embarrassed to describe it. But hey, first of all, we did get one trip toward our $250 bonus that we've got 2 weeks to accomplish. And we found out that a trip that starts in Folkestone does count as coastal Georgia. So that all that's good. And we got $22 and change. That's good. But y'all, those people were very nice and very much in need. And so when I got them to the pharmacy in Woodbine, which is where I was contracted to take them, then they asked me if I would mind waiting while the prescription got filled and then take them to Kingsland. Well, none of that was part of the deal. But I went ahead and did it anyway, just for free. I waited about 20 minutes for the prescriptions to be filled and then took them to Kingsland, and none of that was in the agreement. But anyway, it was fine. They needed help. I helped them out. All right, y'all, I was sitting at home minding my own business. It's still, by the way, Tuesday, April 22nd. We finished out our promotion, our $200 promotion for uberx. And then we did that one crazy ride from Folkestone to Woodbine to Kingsland and back home. Anyway, we just got I was done for the day, and I was more done than I normally am. I've got Uber turned off. I don't ever turn Uber off, but I had DoorDash and Uber. I had all the apps turned off, and got one of those, what do they call them, flash orders with a boost pay. So it's $25 to go buy an 18-pack of beer at Walgreens. The delivery, the whole thing is 7 miles. well, you know, I live 4 or 5 miles away from Walgreens, so we're just going to be delivering this a mile or two. I'm not sure if it's the same guy, but sounds like it could be. Good afternoon, Caleb. How are you?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing good. You got your license with you? Yeah. Really?
Yep.
Uh-oh, it says your ID's expired.
Oh, no. What about this? Can I scan any ID? It's a valid ID, my friend.
Oh, it absolutely is. Wait, let's see. Passport.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm glad I got this thing. I got
All right.
this updated. There you go. I don't know where you, I guess just pay. I can hold it for you. Or...
Let's scan successful.
Oh, that was quick.
Fantastic.
Good to go.
You just need a signature and we're
Sweet.
good to go. Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, brother.
Have a great day.
You too.
Hey, that's great. I've never scanned a passport before. All right, y'all, that was an easy $25. There's a drop-down menu, and so I clicked it, and sure enough, passport was one of the options. And I clicked on that, scanned his passport, and it took less than a second. You know, it was just instant. It was awesome, and I'm really glad I had that experience because I've never scanned a passport before. So now I know that it, at least for DoorDash, it works. And it just scanned it quickly and perfectly. It was awesome. All right, that's it, y'all. Thanks for watching.